What's going on, guys? Welcome. It is Saturday, and guess what? I was mining on a GPU up until about 5 minutes ago when the countdown started because I had to shut it off to live stream. So we're going to have to wrap this up right quick here, and I have to turn it back on. Anyway, guys, what's going on? It is Saturday. I see Fudweiser in the Twitchsters saying hello to the Twitchsters. What's going on, all you Twitchsters out there? Scrolling up, see who got in the TubeStar here because there's no one ever in the Kickstar. I don't know what's going on with that platform. It's something else. We got Stephen, what is that? Lemire, what has happened? Dang it, Rabbit, you're going to ruin it. We'll see what happens here. You know, I did do a how to mine already. You know, the video about it is already done. So there's that. We got Alvatus Joke a Buck. Yes, what's going on? Hello, Rabid mining bud. I might be late to the stream. Also, ALEO is not making as much as Cubic right now. So that's interesting. It sounds like Cubic's doing good. I do know the hash rate and GPUs are pretty much destroying. At least 4090s and stuff are destroying the CPUs and stuff on Cubic right now. They are still doing their 50% thing, I think, which is like botnet style stuff where you're only mining half the time. You can mine other coins in the off time, then it comes back. And I don't really know what the heck is going on over there. No one really knows. So it's going to be really hard to see how well Cubic is actually doing unless you mine it for the entire week and then figure out how much you actually made each day. But right now, you know, it's really rough. So maybe it is, maybe it isn't. If it is, I guess that's good because that's more options for GPUs out there finally to absorb some hash rate, but we'll see what happens. What do we got there? Nismo Miner, what is going down? Chris Klein, what's happening? Rabid mining to the moon. Nice, nice. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. As that bull run comes, come on. What's 1 million subscribers? Peak of the bull. Let's go, right? Come on, let's do this. Stephen Lemire, ALEO is on Coinbase and is currently $6.49. My rig is mining 2.5 coins a day at around 1,000 watts. What do you got for a rig there, Stephen? Stephen, let me know. Frank B. Zagatti, what is happening? Fudweisers. Oh my gosh, why did I say that? How could I do that? Fudweiser. There we go. There we go. Jeez, what is happening today? Ogre FGTOW, what is happening? All crypto. Skirm.
Red Potts is in the house. Nuclear power plant mining himself. Red Potts.
Nice. Scrolling on. Zapirate, what is happening? Will what is that? I always butcher that one. I have no idea how to say it. Ablanalap. I don't know. Randomizer, what's happening out there? Botag Solo Miner. Solo mining away. What is happening? Shio Cults, what's going down? We got Maury Devil. Stop the stream. Profits will go away. Stop, halt, cancel, rewind. End it now. What do we got? Scrolling through. Oh, just jumped on me. What's happening? I missed it. We got 55 viewers, 13 likes. Come on, guys. Hit that like button. Smash it like now. Smash it yesterday. SPR is pretty hot. Over there we got, what is that? Falafel Pony. What is happening on the Twitch, sir? You know, it's pretty nice. You mean hot as in, you know, nice to mine right now? Or do you mean hot, the algorithm's warm and your CPUs are blowing up? There's two different hots. What do you mean? What do we got there? Crypto for life. I see. What is that? Gozi Turk. Should I mine to Maxi or Gate.io? Well, it is never recommended to mine to an exchange. You never know. It doesn't matter if it's Binance, Gate.io, Maxi, Trade Ogre, whatever. You never know if that exchange decides to say, you know what, I'm out of here. Thanks for all your coins. It could happen. You never know. Especially as we get into that bull run, it's going to become more and more of a thing where, because look what happened to FTX back in the last bull run here. You know what? You know, everyone thought they're the, you know, one of the best. So much volume happening. Awesome. And then see you later, guys. Thanks for all your crypto. And then he goes to jail. So don't trust any exchange. The only person and wallets you should ever trust when it comes to cryptocurrencies is your own. That's it. Nothing else. You know, move to the exchange if you plan on selling it. Now, if you plan on mining the coin and selling it every day, every second day, or, you know, every third day, whatever, if you plan on selling it, you know, quite often and regularly, then, you know, mine to an exchange, I guess, would be okay. Be sure to make sure about their minimum requirements as well, because you also want to send over their minimum requirements or you will never get your coins and they'll keep pocketing them on you. So that's another thing, especially for some coins where you're mining solo and say, let's just use Spectre for an example. say their minimum deposit is like 50 coins and you're solo mining and the block is worth 11 right now. So obviously every time you hit a block and it goes to the exchange, they will never show up there because it is under that minimum of 50. That's just an example there, but it plays out for everything. So always make sure you're at least over that minimum amount, and you should also never mine to them in the first place. So, you know, always account for all that stuff. Rabid mining, ALEO is GPU core or memory intensive. It does sound like it's core based, which makes a lot of sense because we are going to have some ASICs smashing that coin out, you know, sometime early next year, but about 3 months away. Maybe it's sooner, depending if Bitmain wants to rush something. I do think Bitmain has the ASICs getting ready to push out here. We also have Apollo's been working on ZKP or ZTP or whatever the heck it is called, zero knowledge proof, so ZKP. Type of ASICs for over a year now. I can't find that video, but I did make one on it like last year where they're making a new box server type of thing, and it was geared towards ZKP and all that stuff, and we didn't really know what it was, and they were kind of talking about ALEO, but we didn't know what ALEO was because it was early testnet, and it wasn't like no information anywhere. But yeah, so Apollo, and I do believe Bitmain obviously is partnered with ALEO, so we're going to see ASICs hit this. So it's not going to last on GPUs for very long. So keep that in mind as well. But while it is on GPUs, it's making money, isn't it? Is it not? Come on, let's take a look at this. Look at the, let's do a refresh here. We're at 50. Oh, wow, I'm on 15-cent power right now. I'm on 15. I'm not even lying. Look at this. Oh, crap. Where is it? Where is it? Where's the button that shows you? There, look at that. I'm sitting on 15-cent power right now, and we're freaking making, according to hashrate.no, you know, $2.01 after power on an RTX 4090. That's freaking insane at 15-cent power. I didn't even know I was on that. So I'm just going to keep it on 15-cent power because why not? Yeah, 4090s to the moon. Let's freaking go. We've been saying this from day one. The 4090s have been absolute beast mode. 3000 series are pretty trashy at this point. I really think they're going to die soon. They're making 19 cents right now at 15 cents. You know, before any powers, they are at 56 cents, which isn't actually too bad. They're actually, I guess, technically on par with a CPU now. So we are seeing, you know, GPUs doing something. But again, this is going to be a coin that's going to be turning to ASIC. So it's going to be ditching GPUs. It's going to be gone. So remember, long term, we're not going to have ALEO. So you're going to want to capitalize this as much as possible. Price is probably going to see a huge upswing once Bitmain officially announces their ASICs here. And who knows what they'll sell for? $50,000, $100,000? I have no freaking idea. It's going to be crazy. And then 3 weeks later, before they even ship them, they'll drop the price to about $100, and everyone's going to be mad. That's just the way the world works, isn't it? Isn't that the way the ASIC world works? As we speak, it's going down the profit. That's very true. Actually, this went up in the past half hour. Since before the stream, it was only at $1.50 on profit here when I started the stream, because I was checking this just before, and now it's actually up to over $2. So the profit's actually going up. Is the price pumping? Let's take a look at that. Where is follow here? Is it this one? Yeah. So let's take a look. Where is it? Right, ALEO, where are you? The market cap's super low on this too. That's the other interesting. High price. That means the emissions must be kind of low if, you know, that market cap's like that. But let's take a look at this. Boom, 635. So what's going on here? So we're at $6.35. It was actually higher here, but look at the past 7 days. It's just been doing. It was at what, $3.14. That was at $6.40. It did peak upwards of $6.63. There was $6.75. It's not showing it here, but last night it was at $6.75 on coin market cap here. So I don't know why it's not telling us $6.75 right now. But coming into here, just kind of look at some emissions and stuff. It's really hard to see because I guess I can't really show you guys right now. All right, so ALEO is the top green one. So the top green one here, we have ALEO, just so you know, the first one under Ethereum, which is the first two. So we're just going to come in here, and I don't know the exact numbers actually because there's a whole bunch of different things going on. So if we come into here, this is the ALEO Discord. It's saying after mainnet launch, the ALEO network will issue ALEO tokens as rewards to provers for solving puzzles and validators for securing the network. So it does. I do think the validators are obviously us mining hardware, and the provers are your nodes, your mining pools, and so on. There's only two mining pools currently, F2 pool and ZK pool or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it's called. Anyway. For securing the network, the Coinbase reward for providers slash validators decreased linearly over about 10 years. Block rewards, validators also earn a constant block reward currently set at 23 tokens per block. So the block reward is 23. I don't know the block time. I have heard 20 seconds. I've heard 60 seconds. I've heard 10 seconds. I'm not really sure. I based everything on 20-second block times. And pulling that out, that's at 675. What's the current price scale? We got to drop that now. Okay, where is it? 630. It's at 630. So let's drop that to 630 now. Now, based on those numbers and 20-second block times, this coin is paying about $647,193 per 24 hours. That means every day. This is how much it's paying miners to secure the network, which is why we're seeing, it's able to support a bunch of GPUs. That's why the profits are up there, because we haven't seen a high emission coin this high for quite some time. But this could be wrong. It could be quite a bit less here, depending on what the actual block time is. Do any of you guys know how long the block time is? I really don't know what the block time is. I've heard so many different numbers, but I'm going based on 20 seconds. That makes 4,320 blocks per day. If you have 86,400 seconds in a day, divided by 20 seconds equals 4,320. But someone did say that this is way too high than what we should be getting. So it's actually should be slower block times than 20 seconds. So maybe it is 60-second block times. I have no freaking idea. The point is, it's paying a lot of freaking money. And looking at my calculator and the network hash, which we can see right here, we're going to 4090 here. Let's scroll down to ALEO, and the current network, holy crap, it just shot way up to, this was only 3 something. It's at 635 gigaproofs now. Now, this makes sense as well because it's always going to be fluctuating. So I don't know what the average is. We need an average network hash rate as well, not just that, because if Ghostwriter, 20 different algorithms, this, that. My 4090, sometimes it's 980,000 kilohash or something, or 980 kilo. I don't even know what it is. It's just shy of 1 mega hash here. And then sometimes it shoots up to like 1.5 to 1.8 mega hash. And then it drops to just below, 1 mega hash and stuff to whatever, 850 kilohash and so on. And yeah, so it's all over the place. It is different, like mini algorithms kind of adjusting. It's harder to solve the puzzles, whatever. We do see a shift constantly happening in the hash rate. So if you're noticing, our hash rate's spreading all over the place and bouncing around, that is normal. So we don't know what the actual average network hash rate is. It's really hard to find information for this coin. The other thing is, are we possibly going to see a massive dump happening? So right here, there's a huge airdrop coming out. I don't know how big, but there is an airdrop coming for people from early testnet and other things. And like here they do say, like, where is it? Sir, there is no reward for testnet. And here it is. So who is eligible for incentive tokens? So let's just take a look at this. You're eligible to claim ALEO incentive tokens if you participated and earned rewards in any of the following programs. And it looks like they had a lot of programs. They just hit mainnet, so early test nets and stuff, they had a lot of stuff going on. But let's take a look at this. So an ambassador program. They had an ambassador program. Don't know what it is. Don't know what any of these are. Setup ceremony, whatever the heck that is. Pre-mine. That's probably code for pre-mine. If you're involved in our pre-mine, you're about to get all your tokens. Again, I don't know if that's what it means. We're speculated here, but take a look. So we have testnet too. So in their testnet, top 100 awards, credits mined, GitHub PRs, pool testers, pool operators. They're all getting a cut. Pool ops are getting a cut. Testers who mined obviously getting a cut. You're involved in testnet. Testnet 3, prover incentives, deploy incentives. We got testnet beta, prover incentives 2, Z Prize 2022-23. We got ZKML initiative and Enigma. I don't know what any of these are other than, we know how testnets work. You're testing the network, see what the hash rates are, see if it's working, helping out. That makes sense. But all this other stuff like setup ceremony, that just screams out pre-mine to me, or distributing Genesis block coins, but I have no idea. Top 100 awards, who knows? All the VCs involved, Bitmain, all these guys, they're getting their cut. Regardless, it looks like there's a lot of programs here that happened before mainnet hit, which was 4 or 5 days ago, a week ago, I don't even know now. Just went live to mainnet, but a lot of stuff happened previously, and these are all going to be airdropped onto people. Now, how many coins is there? I have zero ideas, but could we see, obviously if this goes straight to sell pressure, we could see a massive dump coming, or we could see, really nothing happening and people are hodling their coins for a future pump. But there's a lot of stuff that's been going on there early on. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys feel? How do you feel about all those airdrops that are about to release? But, you know, it is nice to actually see some profit happening on a GPU coin for once. Finally, it's been so long. But again, it's not going to last because we are going to be overrun with ASICs on this coin as well. So that sucks. That sucks. Should I mine Cubic, Garava? I don't know. That's up to you. You know, I haven't mined Cubic for a while. Let's take a look at Cubic for an example. Where is Cubic? Cubic has been seeing a pump ever since they started that 50% thing. As you know, maybe you don't know, they started doing the 50%, moving their hash rate off ramp and doing other things and saying they're going to use hashing power, maybe do a buyback. So maybe Cubic is buying back all their coins to kind of put it back up and stuff. But if we actually come into this, like, it is still way down, way down. Up here, you can see what we have, 4 zeros or something. So 1, 2, yeah. 1, 2, oh wow, and I pretty much nailed it here. So this is when I pretty much sold most of my coins. This is when we first started talking about Cubic. Wasn't here, it was uprising, it was fairly new, and just started spiking. And this is where I dumped most of my coins, was at 4 zeros. So 0.00001233 was a peak. I pretty much sold everything at 1, 2, which I guess I almost nailed the top, at least in that part. Is this going to be the top? Obviously, hopefully it goes higher and that brings all that profit back, but we are sitting way low. We're at 5 zeros, 2, 3. So we got a long way to go, even though we've been seeing a pump. Cubic's been looking pretty good lately, has it not? Looking at that, yeah, looking awesome. But when you actually look at it, it's still down a lot. So I sold up here. So I'm still happy on my sales instead of being here. But over the past 7 days, it looks like it is starting to come back. Will it make it to that peak again? We have no idea here, but hopefully it does. You know, people are saying it is pretty profitable right now. Obviously, as hash rate swings over to ALEO and other coins and stuff, that hash rate does come from somewhere. It's everyone's just not magically building a rig all of a sudden. So hash rate's pulling away, and it might be pulling away from Cubic, which will bring your profitability for Cubic higher than maybe ALEO. I can't see ALEO, or I cannot see Cubic making more than ALEO currently, but it's, you know, some people are saying yes, it actually is. So I don't know. It's totally up to you if you want to try it or not. The Cubic side of things, and it does sound like this week is GPU week on Cubic as well. Now, why do I say GPU week, guys? When it comes to Cubic, this is the weirdest coin I've ever seen, ever. You cannot build a rig for this freaking coin. Zero, none. So what do you do to, well, you don't have to buy everything. I'm going to go buy all these epics. I'm going to go buy all the 7950 X3Ds, 9950 X3Ds that are supposed to release. Sounds like next month or this month or something very soon. But anyway, 9950 X3Ds are about to release here soon. But it sounds like, you know, you have to buy everything because you never know what the heck they're going to do. So originally Cubic stated this is a CPU mineable coin. It is going to be best AI delivered depending on what they want to do. CPUs are better over GPUs for AI depending on specific tasks. Remember that. It's just like algorithms. You know, random X destroys GPUs based on the algorithm for CPUs. Some AI aspects destroy GPUs on a CPU depending on, you know, the type of computation they want done. And Cubic has always claimed end game for AI Garth is CPUs. GPUs will not be able to touch them. But meanwhile, there seem like they bring on GPUs, they bring on CPUs, they get rid of GPUs and bring back CPUs. They increase the RAM requirements, so now you need frickin', you know, 64 gigabytes of RAM instead of 32 on your CPUs. And then they bring back GPUs to 3x the hash rate of a CPU, so they're dead, and then it's gone again. Then it's reversed, and it's all back to normal, and CPUs are good again. Every freaking week is something different, and now they're running 50% of the hash rate isn't even mining anymore, and now sometimes you're mining, and now they went back to GPUs again, and you don't know what the hell they are doing. It is the freaking stupidest thing I have ever seen in my life. Cubic, what is wrong with you? What do you do? I don't even think they know what they're doing. They're just doing random things, and who knows how much money they could be pocketing off everyone in this meantime as well. So I don't know. I don't know anything about Cubic because it is so freaking confusing. I don't even think they know what they're doing. You know, it comes down to you cannot build a rig just for Cubic. It is impossible because you have no clue what the heck they're doing. Anyway, I already got a woman at home that can make up her mind. No need for public. What are you talking about, Mad Eye? Frank Visa got it. Need Cubic to hit all-time high to buy more mining equipment. Yeah, that'd be nice. If it could pass all-time high, it'd definitely be sweet. I know a few people out there with a couple billion coins that are waiting. Obviously, we're waiting. We're waiting for next year. Next year's going to be some great things. We're seeing some nice price action on all these coins. Like, look at this. Freaking, why am I on that? I want my watch list back. There we go. So, like, Bitcoin's been doing some things. What are we sitting at now? We're sitting at $65.6 thousand. That's pretty sweet. Pretty nice. Here we got, I don't care about the XRP. Doge is up to 12.9. It was at 13. It looks like it's dipping a bit, but now it's coming back up. So that's pretty freaking sweet here. We got Litecoins kind of doing some stuff. You know, the past 7 days is up 4%. It is down a little bit now. Kaspa, I don't know. Kaspa's up. Kaspa's down. And I think this is healthy, though. Why is Kaspa going down? How come it's not pumping like it used to? I think a lot of that has to do with the KRC20 tokens. You're selling your Kaspa to buy the KRC20. Even though it's still on chain, you're still ditching that. So I think a lot of that, there's a lot more sell pressure now because people are FOMOing into, nacho coins. And, speaking of all that, I did get some. I got some. I showed you guys how to buy it also. Not financial advice, as I hate stupid meme coins. But a lot of crazy, stupid crypto pumps happen in meme coins. So let's just look at this. Like, here's some of my, I don't know where this came from. We can see here, Patty. 6-9 of these things. That just appeared in my wallet one day. I had no idea where that came from. So is it an airdrop for anyone with a wallet address, or did someone individually type out my address and send me some? I have no idea. But you can see here, I got some Nacho, I got some Conan here, I got some Kaspi, and I got some Casper rocking away. And, altogether, I can't remember how much Casper I spent to get all this, but more than I really wanted to. But whatever. If it's good, it's good. If it doesn't do anything, then whatever. I still have a bunch of cash. But now the other thing, this is going to work in reversal. As we know, a lot of these Nacho, which is supposedly the ringleader of the whole KRC20s, it's the head dev's main, I guess his of Kaspa's cat, and its name is Nacho in real life. So that's the whole point. I didn't even know that was the point of it. I just found that out the other day. So okay, I guess that's okay. But anyway, point is here, these are just meme coins. You don't know what they're going to do. But if they do pump, they are getting exchange listings. Kaspi recently is xt.com, which most of us can't even use unless you have a VPN. You're going to need to go use a VPN or something, because North America, you can't even use that exchange, but it's, a super high volume exchange for, I don't know, China or something. No idea here, because some other coins, which only see like $300 on Zedrix that we use, they have like 1 million. I can't remember what coin that was. It's one we recently been talking about mining, but it has huge volume. So we're going to see that happen there. Now, what happens when these coins pump and people start taking profits? They're going to have to sell it into Kaspa, and that could start causing a Kaspa explosion, as all these coins are then going to flow back into Kaspa as they take profits and utilizing a lot more Kaspa because of it. So it's going to be interesting, because right now we're seeing the outflow of coins away from Kaspa into these KRC20 tokens. And again, like long term, next year, whatever, if things do pump, I'm not saying they will, I have no idea, but then we'll see that flow go back into Kaspa, causing another surge in Kaspa. If that kind of makes sense. You guys kind of understand how that's working out there, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens there. Then moving on to other coins here. Monero has been falling. It's been doing pretty steady while everything else was down, but now that everything's going up, things seem to be going down the Monero side of things, so that sucks. ZIL is kind of doing some stuff here. It's sitting at 0.16. Remember, the all-time high of ZIL was like 23 cents, so it'd be pretty sweet if we could see a nice ZIL pump. It does sound like ZIL was down for about 2 or 3 days. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to your rigs. Crazy Pool just went up again sometime yesterday night. Last night, I guess, it was back up and running again. But for a day or two before that, the ZIL network crashed and it came to a grinding halt, and it ceased to exist. But it is working again. Another thing, ZIL POS is right around the corner. The testnet is live. You know what? Let's kind of, I'm going to see if I can find that. Hold on a second. Let's go on this other screen here, and we're going to come into here. It's been a while since we talked about that, but I just want to bring this up because I was curious. Like, is it still happening? Is it not happening? What is happening? And blah, blah, blah. So I just want to bring this up right here. And here we go. Look at this. The Jasper Proto Testnet for ZIL 2.0 is now officially live. This was on September 12th. This marks the first milestone for our ZIL 2.0 roadmap, introducing a new proof-of-stake consensus mechanism that offers ultra-fast transactions and attractive rewards for validators. So remember, I made a video like 6 months ago. It was a long time ago, but we did hear the rumors ZIL is moving to full POS, which means you will not be able to mine it. It's no more dual mining, no more mining this plus ZIL anymore. once this goes live. And it does look like the testnet just went live, so mainnet could be around the corner. Original timeline was by the end of this year, so I still don't know if that's the timeline or not, but they are starting the steps. The testnet is now live, and ZIL mining will cease to exist possibly within the next couple months here. So remember, there is not going to be any more ZIL mining anymore for GPUs, iPollo miners, Jazz miners. All that stuff is going to be gone. So what will be our options to mine another coin? Now, there is one thing that's kind of out there. A lot of you guys are probably going to laugh and be like, oh, great, why? Don't want it. We shouldn't even have brought this up, you know. But the thing is, ETC POW, they are running an ETC mining pool, and they are probably going to be the only mining pool because it's their project. They are going to be dual mining. You mine Ethereum Classic, you will also get paid in ETC POW at their pool. And that's really the only other options we're going to have at this point, and it's probably only going to be for the one single pool. So I don't really know what's going to go on that, but the point here is that be ready, guys. Expect ZIL 2.0. It is around the corner. Testnet is live, and full POS is going to be happening on it. So, yeah, crazy stuff. ZIL mining is soon to cease to exist. So get your bags. Get your bags while you can, because you won't be able to get a bag anymore unless you freaking buy it. And as a miner, we don't buy stuff. We do not buy coins. Do we? Do you guys buy coins? Well, I know I don't. Well, I just FOMO'd into some KRC20 tokens, so I guess I lied. Sometimes. But no, overall, I don't usually ever buy coins. Is there a spare ticket to the moon? Oh, yeah, we got a couple. Billy Bob 369. There's a couple spare tickets. It's right into that super chat button there, as well as beside the member subscription button. No, I'm just kidding. Moon's coming. Moon's coming for everybody. Let's just hope we have the proper bags that moon the most. It's going to be insane. Did you guys hear about the other thing? I thought it was April Fool's Day today. Did you guys think it was April Fool's Day today? Because I sure as heck did, because I saw this. I woke up and I saw this. I was like, what? Oh my gosh. So anyway, get ready. The AL Box 3. Guys, we just had the 2 Plus come out. Now we got a 3 coming out. Like, Gold Shell, stop it. Go bankrupt already. I think we're tired of seeing these tweets. I think we're tired of seeing stupid miners at stupid prices at stupid efficiencies. I don't know what it is for. Let's do some numbers first, though. 1.25 terahash at 600 watts is probably going to cost about $11,000 because it's Gold Shell, and efficiency probably does suck. But ETC POW is up 9% over the last 7 days. Nice. So you know what? If ETC POW, yeah, I still got a lot. You know, don't get me wrong. I'm still holding that. But if it moons, and I'm laughing, I'm awesome. Let's go to the moon. But I'm not running my nodes anymore. I do got some in some of their liquidity pools, which I haven't checked on forever. I don't even remember how to do that. I should check on that soon. But first, I want to look at this. 1.25 terahash at 600 watts. So where's my freaking Alephium ASICs? Right here. So let's just kind of do some numbers here. Can't really see that one. Not that one. This one. Okay, you can kind of see that one. All right, so let's just go. What is this? Gold Shell AL Box 3. Price. I don't know. What are we going to say? $50,000? That seems about a Gold Shell price, right? So $50,000. I don't know what it's going to be. That's technically blank. Don't go by $50,000. I better erase that before someone thinks that's real. But, okay, where are we at here? And this, no, that's, okay, get rid of that. Come back into here. I'm going to slide that over so it's easy. So what do we got? 1.25 terahash. 1.25 terahash coming in at 600 watts. All right. So we can't do a price here, but we can at least do an efficiency to see if we're better or worse. We're probably on par or worse than previous miners. So we're going to go, where's my calculator? 1250. So 1,250 mega hash divided by 600 watts. 2.08. Thanks, Gold Shell. I already know. It's straight to red right now. Straight to red. Boom. There we go. So we can see no extra efficiency at all compared to their other ones. Exact same trash that they've always been sending out. We have no efficiency upgrade. Oh, 2.08. They went 0.08 higher in your gigahash per watt here. So yeah. So it still sucks in terms of efficiency. Worst miner on the market. Hash rates, what was it? 250. They got two. Where's their original one out? 360. Oh, so they didn't even get to put it up one full freaking AL box yet. So that kind of sucks. Again, it's going to come down to the price. How much is this thing going to cost? Now, in theory, let's work out a price. What do you guys think would be a good price for this miner? As we can see right now, the Ice River's AL2 Lite is currently the best miner for the price at 64 cents. So what do you think? What do you think? 50 cents? 50 cents per gigahash? Or yeah, 50 cent per gigahash you think would be good? So let's say 50 cent. Or do you guys want like 30 cents? Like obviously what we want is like free. But when it comes to a realistic price of this miner, and remember, you guys remember, guys, it should be cheaper than all of these as well by a decent amount because it's a crappy miner. When I look at a miner, what determines a good miner? My mind is efficiency, and this is the worst efficiency. Like ever rising, whether it's Kaspa, Lithium, soon Radiant. Ice River is about to ship those out. Shipping labels are being sent out right now, but they haven't really shipped yet. So, you know, this week I think they're going to be shipping. But the point here is, as hash rate increases, you're going to need efficient miners to compete, especially depending on the higher power prices and stuff. Lower power prices like fully electric over there, he doesn't care. This is going to be the worst efficient thing you've ever seen in your life. And he's profitable on it because his power is super cheap. But anyway, continuing on here, you know, this should be cheaper and other things because in theory, it's a... I almost swore there. It is a crappy miner. It's horrible. It's trash. The efficiency is the absolute worst. So I think 40 cents, 40 to 45 cents is what they should price this thing at per terahash. So let's just do that. All right, per gigahash. So I'm going to go 1250. I'm going to times that by 40 cents. So that's $500. 40 cents is $500. That seems about right. You think $500 is what this should cost at 40 cents per gigahash, making it the cheapest miner per gigahash. It's only $500, and that makes a lot more sense to me at 40 cents. So that Gold Shell, if you're watching this, this should be your pricing right now, and that puts this at 40 cents per gigahash. And that's where this should be priced because it is a horrible miner. The efficiencies aren't there. They're bad. This is not a miner that you should be saying, look at our miner, it's freaking awesome, because it's not. It's not efficient at all. Even at $500, I don't even know if that's even going to cover the price, especially with what Bitmain just did. Boom. AL1, which was what, originally $30,000, just dropped to $9,999. That thing just got a massive discount right now. It's only $10,000. It's freaking 2/3 less of what it was. That is absolutely insane. Ice River still has not updated theirs yet. It's still at $11,000 for their AL3. So I do expect Ice River to answer probably this week with a possible $5,000 to $6,000 drop. And what happens as miner prices drop? Hash rate goes up, more people start buying them, and so on, and we see another surge in hash rate. Again, all coming all the way back down to saying, Gold Shell, this miner is not efficient, and it sucks. So, you know, it's still, I think maybe to, you know, for ROI purposes, this should probably be 35 cents. That would push this down a little bit more. Then that would be a proper sales pitch I think people should do. I don't know who their marketing team is, but they're not very good. I really don't see them selling any of these miners. We don't even know the price. Remember, I'm guessing at this, and I don't even know if they're going to sell that many at $500. I'm guessing it's probably going to be like, you know, I'm going to go with this thing probably being like $800. They're probably going to try to sell this thing for maybe $1,000. A little bit less than their AL2 Lite. That's probably what they're going to do. Keep an eye on this. You know, bookmark this, see what they price it at. But I think it's probably going to be around the $1,000 mark, maybe slightly less for some reason, but it should be at $500. And even at $500, it's probably not even going to go, you know, be that good anyway. Anyway, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy there. Moving into this. So yeah, we're seeing miner prices totally drop. The other thing was interesting here. You see these? You got the AL2 Lite and the KS2 Lite, $500 and $12.99. Let's take a look at going into Miner Bros. They got these miners here. Links in the description if you're looking for these, but you can see $649 and $1469 versus Ice River. Now the biggest thing here, the KS2 Lite, it's only $500, so it might be better to go from Ice River. A lot of people say, why do you say that? You're lying. I'm not lying when I mention this. Things over $800, which is why these are popular. You know, even the RX, that's down to $3, or is that always $399? I don't remember. But, you know, under $800 from Ice River, you know, it's pretty good to get from Ice River. You got to remember, depending on your shipping fees, you still got to add that on top at the checkout there. But you also have pretty large import fees on things over $800. So when you're moving into the AL2 Lite and stuff, and obviously AL3s and things that are more expensive, you're going to get smashed with a huge import fee coming into your country. Again, it's all country limited, depending. I know in Canada here, you'll get slammed pretty good. I know some people in the US there say that is pretty darn high. But Miner Bros here, even though it looks like it's slightly more, you're actually saving a lot of money ordering from them, because all these fees already have shipping in the price. It's DDP shipping, which means they drop the value and everything, and it is freaking cheap. It's like $20 to import like an AL3 or something like that, right? Like, it is super cheap. You are saving so much on imports ordering from someone like Miner Bros. So, I do want to point out, I'm not saying go out, buy miners and do all this stuff. I'm just saying, when you're looking at them, do your research, look around. I always have legit places, obviously, in the links and stuff, but be aware of those import fees. Those are charges you don't realize until it's too late. And then when you get hit with a bill, you're like, oh, well, what the heck just happened to me? And that's something you really got to point out here, is even though some of these prices do look higher, they are actually cheaper long-term all in. So remember that. And Fully Electric, I know he always looks a lot of that. He has each coming. I got one of each coming. So Fully Electric has one of each coming. I think I might have the Kaspa version coming, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I think I might have the KS2 Lite coming. And this thing, I don't even, like, it makes me sad. This makes me so sad. Like, look at this thing. It is what? 2 terahash at 500 watts. This is essentially a KS2. A KS2 is 2 terahash. A KS2 is 1200 watts. I recently undervolted it with PB Farmer firmware to make it profitable again, but now it's no longer profitable again. It's back to being the negatives. It got down to 1.5 terahash, but I only got it down to like 600 to 650 watts. This thing is a full 2 terahash at only 500 watts. That's insane. And it's quiet. It's a small, quiet miner. It looks like the built-in power supply and everything. That's just insane. Now, you can see the Wi-Fi tab here. I did have a comment. I should find that video. I got to find that video and find the comments right quick. Because an interesting thing did emerge, which I don't know. I'm going to try to contact Ice River and see, but where is it? This video right here. Okay, I want to pause that. Let's just bring this in. And I'm just going to scroll on down. And where's the comments here? Hold on. I got to bring up my other chats again before I forget about them. There we go. So scrolling into here, where is it? There we go, right here. So this comment right here. For anyone considering buying one of these new 2 terahash models, if the Wi-Fi is one of your reasons for buying, then you might want to reconsider. I spoke with Ice River yesterday, and they told me these units do not ship with the Wi-Fi antennas, which is weird, and the Wi-Fi is currently not supported. They said Wi-Fi will come later with a firmware update. So if this is true, I'm going to message Ice River and ask him about this. But according to this person, it does sound like I don't know why they wouldn't ship without the antenna. That doesn't make any sense. Why would they not have the antenna? They should definitely have the antenna with them. But anyway, it sounds like they might not ship with the antenna, as well as Wi-Fi not supported. Now, obviously, there are ways around it. Fully Electric did send me, I do believe some people made videos on it after, but I just want to find oh crap, what am I doing? Get that out of there. Oh, wait, that was just that. Where's Fully Electric's DM? I gotta find it. Where is it? I don't think there's any incriminating things on it. Right. Up, scroll up and away. Right here. Yeah, right here. So here. Sent me a DM a while ago. Wi-Fi for any Ice River miner with the USB power port. And then, so we've seen people use this for years. It seems like a lot of people forget about things. That's another thing why, as a YouTuber, sometimes it's good to go back to older videos and kind of remake them new again. So, that might be a thing. But, a lot of people used to use this on Hive OS rigs and things like that when people never had things, or older miners and whatever. But there are devices available where you just plug it into your Ethernet port and it makes it freaking a Wi-Fi machine. So there is this. Obviously, the one thing I dislike about a lot of little MIDI gadgets, because everyone's trying to sell you you something is, you know, just like overclocking and needing your fans and extra fans and bigger power supplies. This is all extra money that you got to keep spending on your hardware that's really hard to ROI right now because new miners keep coming out every freaking 2 months. So that's another thing you got to realize is it does, you know, add extra cost onto your miner as well when using things like that. But there are options available, you know, to Wi-Fi. Pretty much you can get Wi-Fi on any device. Even if it says it's not Wi-Fi, you can make it Wi-Fi. You know, that's not an issue when it comes to things if you really, really want it. Does the ALEO wallet have a keylogger in it? I don't know. I hope not. I'm not sure. The ALEO wallet is the only wallet I'm aware of. I haven't heard of anyone getting keylogged or anything yet, but I'm not really sure. Oh, Cedric's in the house. What's going on, Cedric? What do we got here? We got they made these units in a hurry with bare minimum firmware, and y'all buying them. Oh, that's true though. That is true. That is true. They're blowing it like they're making models so freaking fast. Half of them aren't even finished. Like, look at the original gold shell lithium miner. When it first released, it was broken. It should have been a beta early test model as they tweaked it out. But as we know, like, what is it? Cedric can pipe in on that. Like, a lithium, for an example, it is a 16-chain, highly advanced ecosystem mining algorithm where they got 16 chains going at once. Gold shell released an official miner for us to buy that only mined one chain. And it only worked on one pool, that DX pool or whatever it was, because they tweaked for it so that Gold Shell could push their product on everyone and sell it at a stupid high price. These are some of the background gimmicks we deal with all the time. So yeah, imagine buying a miner that cannot mine the coin the way it's supposed to be mined. It didn't even fully mine the lithium the way it's supposed to be mined. So like they're releasing beta early miners like crazy, left, right, and center. And they just want to be first and they want to have a little more hash rate so people will look at it more and be better than the previous gen. And it's just, it is kind of getting out of hand. If you really step back and look at it, like we have been seeing so many updates to ASICs and chips. It's been unbelievable. Now we have the stupidest thing coming out. As we know, NVIDIA is scummy as hell. And, you know, their PR team, especially with, what's it called? Yeah, I'm still going back. I still surprised how no one sued NVIDIA over this yet. But remember, you look back and you look at all the LHR stuff, all the LHR stuff that NVIDIA always said, it would never hurt gaming. It's broken. It's, you know, it's all on these three levels. You know, you got your BIOS level, your chip level, and your drivers, all of them. It's LHR in them all. You can't just fix it. You cannot pull it out. It is geared towards gamers and selling our products to gamers. Then it started coming out that, you know, obviously they're gimmicking to miners. They always wanted the mining hardware. That's where all their money was coming from. It wasn't to the gamers. And then the one day I remember, like, day one, I am the one that figured out that LHR was officially released here, even before frickin' all the big tech guys and stuff. I came in, and the second the driver released, I installed it because it was out of fluke, actually. I was on the 3060 on the little one's PC, and I installed the driver, and then I was like, okay, because their game was crashing. It was like 5 seconds after the driver release, I had an announcement that came out. So I did that, and all of a sudden I saw all the hash rate was like, boom, it shot up. I'm like, what the heck? Like, is this fully LHR unlocked now from a driver update? So then obviously I dropped the video and I tried on other cards and the LHR was fully gone. Guess what happened in the exact same driver? All of a sudden, gamers are posting, we got a magical uplift in gaming performance. Oh, our GPUs are so much better. They're praising NVIDIA for making a driver that was really good and that actually improved their performance so much. And meanwhile, no one comes in there and says, guys, they took off LHR. They removed LHR, gamers praising them for making a wicked driver, but that was hindering their frickin' GPUs the entire time. And somehow nobody took these claims to them and said, LHR, you lied to us the entire time. It always did affect gaming. Anyway, with all that out of the way, I seen a thing from Mining King a couple nights ago about NVIDIA, start buying, you know, buy up your 4070s now or do something, get ready. Silicon shortage is coming. 5080s and 5090s are coming. There's probably not going to be much stock. NVIDIA's claiming a shortage. Guys, they're not claiming a shortage. They're claiming the same thing they always do. They're holding back. If this happens, they're holding back GPUs. They're trying to keep the prices higher so their market shares and everything stay higher. And there is no shortage. Absolutely none. We see everybody else, even motherboard manufacturers, there's write-ups about it. They're pumping out more chips and hardware faster than they ever have before. And now all of a sudden NVIDIA wants to release a new GPU and they're going to have a magical shortage when nobody else has a shortage at all. That makes zero sense. NVIDIA is just like Bitmain. They are probably worse than everyone out there. So be ready for this, guys. The 5090s are coming, and they're going to be freaking beast mode, and they could, it's going to be really hard to get one, I feel, because we're going to be dealing with bots. I doubt we're even going to be able to stand in line. There's no COVID or anything anymore out there. But, well, technically there is, but, you know what I mean here. You're allowed to do stuff now. So, we're probably not going to be allowed to stay online. Everything's going to be online sales. So you're going to be dealing with bots and scalpers and everyone trying to buy them all up. And then obviously we're going to see a huge markup. And NVIDIA's going to be laughing, saying, yeah, everybody wants our GPUs because we only released 10% out of millions of GPUs that we have. So it's going to be crazy. It's going to be absolutely crazy. What are the gamers going to do? Buy AMD GPU? Most don't even know they exist. No, that's very true. That's very true. And like AMD is giving up on GPUs. We hardly have any AMD miner devs anymore at all. AMD graphics cards are dying. Now, we're still going to see low range and mid range by sounds of things, but NVIDIA isn't even trying to compete in the upper range anymore. Their top cards, they're not even making them for this cycle, this generation. They're skipping it. They're kind of going for the more high-end AI. Maybe that will be good for AI rentals and stuff and mining. No, that could be good. But when it comes to their dedicated graphics cards, they're only making low and mid range. They're not even competing with NVIDIA's 5090s and 5080s this season. So NVIDIA can pretty much do whatever the heck they want and get away with it. So it's going to be very interesting next couple of months, because I do think 5090s, well, some say January is probably going to release. I do think I think November, December, right around Christmas time could be a time of release. It's going to be interesting. What are the projected prices on the 5000 series GPUs? That's the other issue, J-Rod. If NVIDIA claims they have a shortage and claims, they don't have much stock, we're going to see stupid prices. But in theory, based on actual silicon that's widely available, there are no shortages. This should be cheaper than 4090s. 4090s were even cheaper than 3090s when they released at MSRP. And with CPUs and everything else, we're seeing latest gen releasing cheaper than the previous gen again for another thing. Now, everyone was complaining 4090s were so expensive, but people forget because Ethereum was around, they were buying up 3090s left, right, and center, and they costed more for MSRP on release. 4090s were cheaper. 4090s are a way better card than a 3090, but everyone screamed they cost too much, when in fact they were actually cheaper than the 3090. And now the 5090s are coming. They're going to be absolute beast mode because they're actually getting a memory boost this time on top of more core count. They're just going to blow the 4090s away. They're going to destroy it. The only thing that the 3000 series and really the CMP cards have going for them right now is that memory. They got that memory, and that's what's keeping them top on memory-based algorithms. But I think this 5000 series with the 5090s, they're going to crush all that. See you later. $200 3070s. Oops, I wish I wouldn't have bought them now, because now we're going to have 5090s that are just going to stomp those things into the ground and say, see you later. You cannot compete with me anymore. I'm out of here. On top of 32 gigabytes of memory, now we're going to have an AI frickin' rental monster coming out there. These 5090s are going to be selling like hotcakes, and people are going to want them. That's why I haven't been buying any 4090s lately, because of it. And I'm definitely not buying 3000 series because they look cheap. Because think about it. Every time I turn my Octa miner on, like, where's my thingamajigger here? Especially on memory-based coins, 3000 series is still good. The CMP cards are still good because of that memory and stuff. But I don't even have my Octa miner. It's over here. So every time I turn my Octa miner on, like here, got a bunch of 3060 Ti's, 3090, couple 3070s, a couple of A2000s. But my 14090, especially on the core-based coins, hashes more than half of all these together. So like, example, like what's a 3060 Ti, for an example, doing on like ALEO right now? Let's just go in here. Let's go to a 3070. 3070. What's it doing on ALEO? ALEO hash rate, we can see. So it's doing about 330, 300 kilohash or something. Is that what it is? About 300 kilohash. And now we have about 1.5 mega hash on a 4090. So let's just do 330 times 3. 990 times 4. So four 3070s equals 1. Now you're also using quite a bit more power here. And then when I come in, I come into here, go to my Octa miner, ALEO actually is a little better, but some of the other coins, like when Kaspa was there and other coins and whatever, my 14090 would be over half of my entire X12 in hash rate. And this would be using like 1200 watts, and my 4090 would be using like 280 watts. So I'm like, I want to just run these over the tank, light them all on fire, and throw them in the garbage. Like, these are all trash compared to those newer GPUs. So I'm like, yeah, I would spend the $2,000 over $1,500 worth of these GPUs just because these are a little bit cheaper. Oh, they're going to ROI more. No, they're not. They're using so much more power for about the same amount of hash rate as that single 4090. And now we're going to have the 5000 series come in. That's going to be even better on that core based over the 4090s, and now it's also going to destroy the only purpose these GPUs really had left, which was memory based, and now it's going to have all that extra memory bandwidth and just wipe these things clean. So 5090s, like, that's why I've been holding out on GPUs, and I really think this is why we are going to see this reset on GPUs, because we have low profitability for over 3 years now, when in theory we should be pretty profitable on a lot of coins right now based on the previous cycles, but we're not. We're seeing ALEO now, but this is now going to turn into ASIC eventually. It's going to be another coin that's gone. So you got to think long term. ALEO won't be here forever. Then we're going to be back to Ravencoin and Zealous and things like that, and then eventually we'll still have 2 minutes hardware. So people aren't going to want to buy this because, I'm not upgrading my farm to 5090s and stuff because it's going to cost too much. It's not worth it. See, now as more people do get the 5090s, they're going to be blowing all this older hardware away. People really get mad and they don't want to upgrade because they already had a rough time trying to get cheap GPUs because they thought it was a good idea when it wasn't. And then all of a sudden they just give up completely. That's when in the next cycle, we will finally see GPU mining emerge again, because now you have people that said, I'm done with this. I'm not even going to buy newer hardware. I'm done. And now all of us that are buying new hardware, because we can see this is the way it works. It's always about the efficiencies and, moving forward. And the 5090s, possibly 6000 series will be available by the time the next full bull run comes fledged in 2029. But, people won't want to upgrade to all these newer hardware here. And now we're going to see all of these newer hardware become very profitable, and GPU mining will be back if you followed the actual cycles. GPUs like I'm going to buy one of those actual CMPs and see how well they actually do, but I feel even they are going to suck here very soon once this new 5000 releases. Again, I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong, but that's just the way I've been seeing things. And, once those 5090s release, those are probably the GPUs I will be FOMOing in, because, I'll be getting, and blah, blah, because, the efficiency and everything's going to be there. They will be profitable. Oh, we got Cedric here. Mid-range AMD GPUs is generally where the efficiency is. RX 66. Yes, I agree with that 100%. When it comes to like Kapow, ProgPow, Cedric's favorite algorithms, because why? They're ASIC resistant, FPGA sufficient. Obviously, we all know, if you've been following him and listened to him at all in any way, GPU and CPU mining, consumer grade hardware is the 100% the best way to have a decentralized network. And, the algorithms that promote, consumer grade hardware only and not ASICs and FPGAs are his favorite. And obviously that is Kapow's and ProgPows and so on, which are more power intensive. But when it does come to AMD, yes, the low and mid-range AMD GPUs are the sweet spot for those algorithms. So, in theory, if you are, firm believer and you want them algorithms, I do think next gen GPUs for AMD will end up being, that sweet spot here. But again, it's going to be rough because they are lacking, the devs and stuff now for, AMD type of GPUs. But that is definitely an option, and will probably, work going forward. Cedric, okay, I'm going to bed, guys. Take care. Don't break the internet. All right, have a good night. Nigridia don't care about gaming and money. All they care about is profits. 100%. Oh, yeah, I agree with that 100%. That's all they care about. And that's why I really think, if the rumors are true and they start falling, and you start hearing, and if you hear NVIDIA say there's a shortage coming in, we know right now we're screwed. We're screwed. We are absolutely, we're done when it comes to this hardware. We're probably not going to find any. It's going to be really hard. They're going to be expensive, and it's just going to be dumb. Meanwhile, everyone else in the world that's pumping out chips, somehow they have no shortage. Only NVIDIA is going to have this magical shortage. It's going to be very interesting times. I thought Team Red Miner returned. Maybe he did. Maybe he got all his bit streams out, but I'm not sure. No money in it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't seen a Team Red Miner update forever. Forever. Let's just see. Team Red Miner. If I Google that, does it show up? Team Red Miner. Last time there was any update was May 6th. So May 6th was the last time Team Red Miner ever got updated to anything. Team Red Miner version 0.10.21. Add support for fish hash algo, ABCR mode, Team Red, NVIDIA GPU. Yeah, I don't know. Well, there is SRB Miner. SRB Miner does do Team Red Miner stuff. So that's a thing. Are we stuck then with Team Red Miner for AMD cards with no updates? Yeah, like it hasn't been updated for a while. Team Red is a private bitstream dev, for somebody, some farm somewhere. But yeah, I don't know if you're ever going to be on a GPU again or not. I guess it depends how much he gets paid. But there is SRB. There are other miners. I think, does BZ do that? Or are they only NVIDIA? But there are other miners that do stuff for AMD. But again, like NVIDIA is the very first one that come out there. Like example, like let's just go to Hive OS. Like here, like look where all the money is. Even looking at Hive OS statistics here, and it's coming in the models here. Like, oh, look at ALEO is taking the top spot for coins. ALEO is the most mined coin right now on Hive OS. Interesting. So coming into NVIDIA models, so we can see 17% of AMD models is still RX 580s, and then we got 5700s and 6600s and stuff and so on. But then we got the CMP 30. Oh, top NVIDIA models is CMP 30. So it looks like the 3070 is no longer the most popular card. Interesting aspect there. CMP 30s are now. Then we got 50s and 40s. But anyway, we got 3070. But the point here is look at the GPU browns. 84% of all GPUs on Hive OS is NVIDIA. 84. Only 16% of all the GPUs in the whole atmosphere of Hive OS is AMD. So there's not many AMD GPUs being used anyway, which doesn't really give much incentive for someone to really come in and keep updating their miners anyway, because everybody is pretty much using NVIDIA cards. So, that's the other thing you got to look as well. Obviously, there's other mining platforms. Hive OS is just one of the most popular, which I do think has the most hardware on it. So it makes sense, on looking at its numbers. But there's other operating systems that might show a little different numbers here, but they just don't have as much hardware on them. No Intel. Oh, I saw a thing the other day. Intel GPUs are done. I don't know if they got, they're not making them anymore, if they got halted or what. I saw some article. Can't remember if it's Tech Power-Ups or what, but it said something about Intel GPUs are no longer a thing or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what it is. So I wouldn't expect much support for anything Intel coming either. About a year ago, it was 70-30 split. Was it 70-30? Interesting. Yeah, everything's NVIDIA now. And especially as the next generations come online, AMD slowly looks like it's getting fizzled out there. I'm done with my GPU shopping spree as a pirate. Are we stuck? Okay, we went through that. I am Rud. What? Maybe just for the last update. So what do we got going on over here? I'll buy a 7080. Furl Pony says 7080s. Don't only watch performance gain when looking for an upgrade. Watch that power usage. If something is 5x better but 20x more power, then it's no, that's very true. It comes down to the efficiency 100%. So I'm definitely gonna be trying to get my hands on a 5090 day one. I don't know if I'm gonna have to go drive to Red Deer or drive to Edmonton or drive to freaking Calgary, but I'm gonna try to get one. The other thing is, I'm pretty sure Keaton, he's gonna get one very early, so I might just stay home and as soon as he gets his, we'll do a live stream, test some hash rates on it live day one, like an hour after they release, because he's always there. They know him. He has a backdoor key or something. Anyway, but we'll get those tested. We'll do that testing live for you guys, obviously, here, whether it's with mine or his. His will probably be faster. And then, I'll probably just be constantly online too, looking. Is it in stock? Is it in stock? Is it in stock? Buy. And then run to town and get it. But, it's going to be, I don't know. It's going to be tough to get them, I think. I really think it's going to be really hard to get your hands on these things. I definitely want one for also one for sure for testing. And then putting in my gaming PC and stuff there, obviously. But then, I do want to get more for the actual mining. And I want to build out some rigs too. I'd like to get that X8, get the 5700 XTs and stuff out of that X8 Octa miner and turn that thing on. Like, when's the last time you even had that on? I don't even know. HiveOS telling me? Let's see if HiveOS tells me. Last time, does it say off time? 100. So I had it on 115 days ago. It looks like Octaminer 2. What did I have in it? Oh, I thought I had some AMD card. I got two 3060s in here and three A2000s. Oh, and I got all my 5700 XTs are laying on the floor. So I have these GPUs I didn't even know I had. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to do. I got to do something. I need to, maybe I'll liquidate them. Anybody want to buy some GPUs? Maybe I'll sell all my 36, everything here. I might sell all these. No, I'm not going to sell this one, right? Where is it? I'm not selling the 3080 because this is an EVGA FTW3. And, EVGA isn't a thing anymore. So this is probably going to keep this one just because. But everything else, I'm probably going to sell. One of these A2000 is memory modded too, and I don't know which one. I have a memory modded A2000, which can do twice the memory, but I don't know which one that is. But I might sell everything else because I do want, like, I mentioned earlier, I'm tired of turning on my 4090 and it hashing over half the hash of this entire rig, and then it just freaking drops off, and like it's hardly using any power compared to the whole rig as well. So I'm just tired of it. So I think I want to just get rid of these, and I'm just gonna go, get a couple 5090s. 4 5090s is probably gonna be the same as like 2 full Octa miners like this type of thing. You know what I mean? So obviously I'm saying, I'm saying like, hey, I should probably sell all these, and then meanwhile I'm trying to tell you how they all suck and not buy any. Meanwhile, I'm just saying, hey, anybody want these? 3080 FTW3, great card. Yeah, it's an awesome card. It's a wicked card. What are you mining, JFK? Bottles of water for $10 cures. Right now, staking a bag of Dynex with the 580s Dogos. Nice. 3060 giveaway time. I remember I got Fudwiser got me one of the. Oh, I have another. That's right. I have a 3060 hanging out inside the little one's PC, which I got from Fudwiser. Oh, I got that 3060 Ti also in this little server. Wow, I got more GPUs than I thought. I have like 30 some GPUs. I was just sitting around here doing nothing. That's insane. Oh my gosh, I gotta go through my inventory and see what all I got. Oh, that's insane. You know what is a freaking, I don't even know what they're going for in Canada anymore. I want to go to Kijiji or something right quick on a different page because I don't know if it's going to give away any of my info or anything. Right? It doesn't look like it right now. So let's just go here. And all right. So I just want to look RTX. Like, what's a 3070 selling for in Canada, Alberta? Right now. That's in Toronto. What? 2080, 3070, $350. So yeah, $350 wanted. Oh, this is what this guy's buying them for, 3080. Oh, I don't want to ship that far. Is there anyone in Alberta? I just message this guy and say, just to go through everything I have. I have all these GPUs. Do you want them? This guy looks like he's getting ready. He looks like he's getting ready for GPU mining. Looking for NVIDIA GPUs. Okay. So if I can just get enough to get like a couple 5090s out of what I have, I'm happy. Because remember, that's exactly what I did before too. Like I had like, I don't even know, 12, 15 RX 580s. And what I did is I sold those and I maintained, and I just bought 3060 Ti's. And what I did is, I went down on my GPU count. I maintained the same hash rate, but I gained much more level of efficiency. And I'm okay with getting rid of everything I have now and upgrading to 5090s, even if it's the same amount of hash rate, but I have a lot more efficiency. I'm good with that because it is end game about the efficiency when it comes to mining profitability. Higher the efficiency you get, the better your profitability is long term, and the able, ROI might not look like it'd be like 3,000 days or something like that. I'm okay with that. I don't care, because I love crypto mining. So I will get the more expensive, more efficient hardware, because then I'm able to mine longer and not have to worry about, oh, there's too much hash rate here. Yeah, there's too much hash rate there if you got a freaking 3070. My 5090 is saying, I'm loving this crap right now. So, that's the outcome I look at when it comes to the efficiency and the mining hardware and things like that. I'm okay with paying a little more for good hardware instead of, paying hardly anything for crap hardware that's making you go negative anyway. What's the point of buying something if it's cheap, if it's not even making you anything in the first place? That's the other thing you really got to consider as well. How large can the 5090 be? Red brick size or cinder block? I don't know. That's a tough one. It sounds like the cooler. Is it the cooler? I can't remember what they said, but it sounds like the cooler is a 2-slot. And then something else. I don't really know 100% of how big it's going to be. Is it going to be the same size as the 4090? Is it going to be bigger? They are using smaller chips, but then there's more power. Is it going to take a bigger heat sink, obviously? There's so many variables. We have no idea. We're just going to have to wait and see how that all plays out. Oh, if you lose 15090, it's a big issue. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But, if it goes down, hopefully it's on warranty by the time it goes down. And hopefully by the time warranty's done, maybe it's already paid itself off or something, whether you're doing AI rentals or whatever. So, there's a big thing up in the air. But yeah, definitely if you lose. That's the same thing with buying epics and stuff. You get a bunch of epics. One epic goes down, that sucks. That's a chunk of hash rate that says, see you later. What do we got? Works out to 0.5 cent power rate, but can run 19 hours a day, avoiding peak power demand to get a cheap rate. Nice. That's nice. That's nice, Team JFK. We have to assume the 5070 is going to be king of efficiency across the board. Seems to skip a generation. Possibly, that's a really tough one. It doesn't sound like they're really getting the memory. It sounds like the 5090 is like, I don't know what, same with the 4000 series. The 4070 Ti Supers, I guess, they did start to get some memory boost and stuff later on. But it seems out of the get-go, like, they just suck. But as you did mention there, maybe every second generation they do that. So that could very, very well be a thing. It's definitely something we got to keep an eye on. Day one will obviously be 5090s. And then as they do slowly over the next few months after release, 5070s and 5060s, 5060 Ti's, we're definitely going to have to look at their performance. And obviously the cost value to them will be a lot better than the 5090s, but we will, have to test out that performance. So I think the 5000 series it's an exciting time. We're definitely going to have to, I'll probably look into a lot more GPU testing for that 5000 series with, 57s. I really think the 4000 series was a washout. It's 4090s or nothing else really when it came to the 4000 series. 3000 series did have a lot of great options, but we had Ethereum at the time, and then 4000, no memory boost, lots of core, and now we got the 5000 that's supposedly a lot more core again, but now we're finally seeing the memory, which means dominance over every algorithm, not just cores, every algorithm. So it's going to be nice. Fish hash, things like that. It's going to be pretty sweet GPUs. I doubt prices of 4000 series will drop at all. See, that's the interesting part. That's the very interesting, especially as we're getting into that bull run, depending when ALEO ASICs come online, because right now 4090s looking beast mode, until those ASICs come, that could bring value of 4090s up. 4090s are still really great AI cards, but then again, will they want the demand? Will they have the demand once the 5090s release? So there's still a lot of unknowns out there, but there still probably will be a decent marketplace for the 4090s here. But so that will, constantly keep the prices up, as well as if they're not being made anymore and they're getting a lot harder to get. That could vary, for the first year or so, that could help keep value high as well. NVIDIA and their PR games, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. I hear they stopped shipping 4090s, so the price, I think they did. I did see the Mining King tweet where 4090s, they're halting production and shipping. So that's going to maintain their value up there. And then the 5090s and stuff, they're expecting shortages and, stupid claims, which they're pretty much lying about, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Anyway, guys, we've been here for quite some time. We're going to have to wrap this one up. Tomorrow is going to be our AMA. We asked lots of questions. I didn't even go through some of the stuff I still had on the get-go here, but that's okay. I guess we can cover some more stuff tomorrow. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys all for showing up for this live stream. I'll see you all in the next one.
Rabid out.